please subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that. Thank you. So today, in progress of our theme, the professional, I'm going to discuss today letter N, which terming to be navigation. How you navigate. When you hear the word navigation, what comes to mind oftentimes is, hey, you think about sailors, pilots? Yes, because they have to get direction. They have to know how to get out of a situation. Yeah. So in career, professionally, we must understand how to navigate, because the terrain is often than not very murky. Many times you get into turbulence with career, yes, and especially as a professional, most especially as a leader, there will be challenges. There are always challenges. I know a friend that used to say, well, it's as though we are paid to solve problems, which is what it is. You are on that role to bring solutions to solve problems. So you sleep and think challenges. Now, but there are instances where and when the challenges become very daunting, really intimidating. There are times you don't even know how and what to do. And this is where your power of navigation comes to bear. How do you navigate when you really don't know what to do? And it doesn't matter at what level. I recall an experience I had. Even at this instance, I was a marketing director, but I was working for an organization with a very peculiar culture. Their culture is so different. The way to do things is different. I mean, it was like, yeah, they do things right, but in their particular way, which I was never used to. It became really, really challenging to navigate that terrain. So what did I do? Two things. One, of course, I sought help within. This is where your power of networking becomes important, okay? So even at my level, I had to get an internal mentor from another market who had been in the establishment for some time, who tried to help me see how they do things in that particular business. Number two, I navigated from within. And this is a very important one now. And it's very unusual. People don't speak this, people don't speak about this so much in corporate world. I meditated. Yes, I prayed. No harm meant to anyone, but each one of us must have something we do within to keep our spirit and soul together for the physical. Very important. So, do you meditate? Meditation helps clears your mind. It helps you refocus. Sometimes at the point of meditation, the ideas begin to come. You just begin to feel and to have a direction, clarity as to what to do. I've done that severally and it's worked for me. I'll share an instance. I was in a multinational organization, another instance now. I was in a multinational organization and I was stuck. I was a senior manager, you know, like lower senior manager. Now, the next role was supposed to be a director level. I didn't get it. And I looked at my talent management in that establishment. I didn't seem to see a clear direction. So I went into my meditation. I was praying and I was trusting God to have a way to say, what do I do? Should I resign? Should I think of another job or not? But meditation works. Prayers worked for me severally. Yeah. So what happened? My boss, who was a marketing director then, invited me to sit in for him in certain very senior management meetings. And I sat in one of those because he was, of course, busy with other markets and all of that. And in that same meeting, I saw a document where the destiny of everybody was practically sealed. What do I mean? There was a report that there are no qualified Nigerians for executive position in the organization. Have you ever had anything of such? Let's get into who did that kind of a report. And it was sent abroad, meaning there was no way I could be promoted in the organization. In fact, none of us at that level could attain the director level as at that time. Once I saw that, my prayers were answered. I knew I needed to take a bow out. Incidentally, 2 weeks just after that, and I say prayers worked, I got a cold call from an old boss who said to me, there is a business I want you to help manage, blah, blah, blah. The deals were good, and I moved. I took the risk from multinational to a private enterprise, and that was it. Now, see how and why prayers work. I was in this other enterprise just for 2 years. At the turn of events, after 2 years, this big multinational called me back to come and become the director. Whew, how does that work? It worked. So gallantly on a platter of gold, I got the role as a marketing director. 2 years, but because I went out. And this is the power of navigation. I believe strongly that my angels were at work to navigate me right, you know, out, back in. So you must have some form of backbone. Yeah. There must be some celestial element in what you do as a human being. So what do you depend on? Who do you rely on? Do you have a backbone? If you don't have any, you got to get something. Get somebody. I know who I have, and I want to recommend that you please get into navigation. Prayers work. When you don't know what to do, God knows what to do. Yeah, it's a different twist, isn't it, today? Very different twist, but it works. Yeah, as professionals, you must have somebody you call up to. Mentors, role models, all of these are part of God's agenda, divine agenda to help us, handhold us, walk us out of murky waters. So I wish you clear waters. I wish you direction. I wish you God's grace. So I'll see you next time. Bye for now.